You need to get organized. There's a reason that word can mean either cleaning your room or maintaining a social fabric, and it's because if you're not doing either of them, you really just don't have your stuff together. And I say you need to do it because I'm assuming you already have it, because most people have it, which isn't the way it's always been. Before our time, everyone in a given community knew each other. Like, friends knew each other's cousins and aunts and uncles, and there was a sense of community that not only have we lost, but it's been taken from us, and it was actually one of our best weapons. Like, we were much stronger because of it. See, when there's strong community ties holding everyone together, everyone has each other's back. And you hurt one person, everyone takes issue with it, and the people as a whole could not be messed with. This, on a national scale, was what gave the country a shared identity. And that identity is gone. Our identity is gone. And that identity, that social fabric, is what was holding a lot of stuff back, right? A lot of nasty stuff that's crept into our society because we're not all on the same page. So let me give you an example. Let's say the government one day wants to go door to door and arrest everybody named Franklin. So you think that because we have the Second Amendment or whatever, that we would be able to do something about that. But the fact is, because there is no social order, we would do nothing about it. So they could arrest everybody named Franklin tomorrow and there would be no consequences. Think about that for a second. I'm sure there would be a lot of outrage on the internet, and there might even be some protests, lots of protests even, but the fact is we wouldn't do anything about it. And we wouldn't do anything about it because we aren't organized. The idea that the government's ability to take action is limited to the temperance of the civilians is an outdated one from a time long past. A better time, when we were much, much stronger. People used to treat the town hall, the market square, or even local bars as meeting places for surveying public opinion and deciding how the community would move forward. And the average of these community sentiments would be acted upon on a national level. And in the 2020s, that social mechanism has been successfully, although not beneficially, replaced by Twitter polls and liking TikTok comments. Now we're all isolated. We see ourselves as individuals instead of one part of a bigger group, and it's left us easier to manipulate and unable to form actual consensus. Instead of getting our opinions from each other in public, in person, we get them from social media algorithms, and those are a lot more easy to manipulate. So if you've made it this far in the video, you might be wondering, what does organization actually look like? What does it look like to take that step and get organized? How can I go from where I am to where I want to be? So the first step is obviously going to be the phone, right? Use the phone less. A lot of people, myself included, have tried to limit their screen time and failed multiple times because it's just too addictive. It's become a part of your life, and there really isn't any appeal to any other way of life, right? Like, hanging out with other people is just so boring compared to dopamine maxing on your phone. So a good way to get going on this is for every day of the week, for every week moving forward, you just make a plan to meet up with someone in person. And every day of the week doing that, if you're an introvert, might be more than you're ready for, but what it's going to do is it's going to get you used to that level of interaction with other people, which is honestly the amount of interaction that you were made for. And it's going to make you sort of rely on it over time once you get used to it, and replace your reliance on your phone and isolation with reliance on other people, because it's okay to rely on other people. And as a matter of fact, if you rely on other people, you will be a lot stronger. And you also might be wondering, how will this actually help? And that, I'd say, you tell me. Right? Let's say that you were the devil and your goal was to make every American as weak as possible. Just make America as weak as possible. So if you were the devil and that was your goal, what would make you more scared than every young man in the country coming together and establishing firm moral, political, and financial foundations with plans to control their future and the future of the cities and towns they live in? Would that be easier or harder to control than if they stayed isolated and consumed whatever media that you sent their way? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, if you take this advice and you call up your homeboys and you hang out with them as much as you can, and then you establish like a regular meeting place or whatever, and you know all their goals and they know all your goals, and you're helping each other work through them, your life is going to get a lot better. And honestly, if everyone did that, our country would get a lot better. So yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching. See ya.